Yo,
we out here today.
yes sir. Paul Mitchell hair color, man.
Yes, sir.
What's dope about this is that my wife went to Paul Mitchell in San Antonio, Texas. Let's see, over 10 years ago. So it's pretty dope to come back and teach a hair class to these students. Now we in Tampa, Florida, man.
We giving back every day.
Yes sir. This from Barber College, bro. This is when my name was Spasm. Y'all don't know about that. I don't know about that.
The OG. Lock it up, baby.
Oh, man. Man, so I appreciate the opportunity. A friend of mine goes to Paul Mitchell. She's actually taking her test today. Congratulations, Brittany. I know you're gonna kill it. School reached out to me and I had a dope opportunity to come do a live demonstration, teach about how to build your clientele, customer service, how to be successful behind the chair. And also I would love to speak about what I got going on too for myself as far as the nonprofit organization. Students to come out and cut at the shelter that we cut at, do some community work and exchange school hours for that. First and foremost, my name is Matt Giftedhands, and what I'm here today is to teach y'all a live demonstration of a haircut. Do y'all want to see a bald fade or a taper?
See, hot taper.
High taper?
Hot
High
taper. You see ball face.
Okay. I got a handout that I want to give to y'all. Also, the reason why you see cameras is I also have a YouTube channel. Been teaching people how to cut hair for over 5 years now. So just using my platform for the good and just hoping to inspire and motivate the next generation because y'all are the future. So I know Brittany. What's your name? Julio.
Tyreek.
Tyreek or Tyreek?
No K.
Tyreek.
Shannon.
Ian.
Yeah.
Caleb.
And Nestor.
So this is basically what's going to be discussed today as I'm doing the live demonstration of the haircut. Fading techniques, customer service, how to build your clientele, how to build confidence in your work, and how to be successful behind the chair. Last question is going to be talked about after, basically what made you want to cut hair, what made you want to come to college and get your license. I always love to hear those stories. I got a pretty dope story myself, but I definitely want to hear y'all's story and what gave y'all the vision and the motivation to come to Barber College. So I've already sprayed out my clippers. I'm sure y'all know about sanitation, proper etiquette. Before each client, you want to spray and oil your stuff. That way you're ready for the next client. I hate looking for things, looking for certain products or tools that I'm using. So I really just keep my station like this. Even through a busy day, 10, 12 haircuts a day, I still keep it real clean and organized, and I hate looking for my stuff. That's we're gonna do number 4 on top. The Babyliss the new. Well, not the newest one. They just came out with those snap at FX. No? Have any of y'all ever been to a hair show? No? Nobody? I'm sorry?
We're going to premiere.
Premiere? Oh, yeah, it's dope. It's I went every year, obviously before COVID. That's the first battle that I ever participated in. Talk about nerve-wracking. Well, I was on stage doing a freestyle design and haircut in an hour with about 50 other contestants. I didn't place, but I learned a lot, and it was a dope experience. The client that went with me, she was my model. She just recently passed away last November, and she was just a dope person, and she allowed me to do anything in her hair at all times, and she just kind of just let me be me. Whenever you get that type of client that just sits in your chair and just says do whatever, like I feel like that's like the best ever.
Did you start off in your own place? Did you start off in a shop?
So right now I have my own suite. It took about 8 years for me to get there. Once I got my Mondays and Tuesdays to look like my Fridays and Saturdays, meaning like I never sat down, like it was time for me to go and get my own suite and because I didn't take walk-in for about a year at a good point where I can just live off my regulars.
So for 8 years, you had a set clientele?
Yeah, so for 8 years I was in a barbershop and just grinded it out, man. Being the first one in, the last one out. I used to live by FILO, F-I-L-O, first one in, last one out. If you do that for 6 months religiously, you can be booked, bro. Like I've moved 3 different shops and I lived by that and I was booked. Like there's no excuse. Like when someone says, oh, the shop is slow, in reality, you're slow. Like you gotta be out there. I understand like the old school way, shaking hands, business cards. Now Instagram is free. You got social media, like my Instagram, I have everything on there, family and haircuts and everything that I do that involves hair or my life, but you can use Instagram as a portfolio. Every client that you cut that gets out your chair, hey Isaiah, if you don't mind, man, taking 5 minutes, I'm gonna send you a link, leave me a Google review, that'll help out. Or what I used to do too is, if that client is sitting in my chair, I'll say, hey, you bring me 2 clients, your next haircut's on me. I don't do discounted haircuts. You don't want a discounted client. I'd rather very much give you a free haircut than give you a discounted haircut. That free haircut that I'm giving you is an incentive because you brought me 2 clients. Now I got 3. Working at a barbershop from the ground up, building your clientele. I was at high school football game. I was running chains on the football field. I was becoming friends with the Booster Club. I waited for the game to be over and approached the quarterback and said, hey, I want to give you a free haircut. He's the most popular kid in school. So he's gonna go to school the next day, everyone's gonna see his fresh cut, they're gonna be like, yo, where you get your haircut at? Oh, Matt Giftedhands from down the street, go see him. In fact, what got me into the industry was hip hop dancing. I used to hip hop dance and perform for barber battles. I was just an entertainment. I got cool haircuts for free, and I was an entertainment. So that's kind of what exposed me. If y'all know Rob the Original, he went to the same barber college as I did. He graduated probably 3 years before me. And that's what kind of got me just engaged with the industry. I saw that barbers can use their creativity, their artwork. They can have cool haircuts, coloring their hair, tattoos, piercings, and not get judged. Like you didn't have a real boss telling you can't do this, you can't wear that, you can't have this or whatever. My passion was dance. I traveled with it. I did a lot of shows and stuff like that, but quickly when I went to barber college, like the first day I started, like that passion just switched over like right away. Because when I moved here in 2013, I got here on a Friday and I started working on a Monday at Headlines Barbershop. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Headlines.
I've heard of it before, yeah.
Okay.
The one we bought you
Boston, yep. Yep.
from 245.
245, yep. I worked at their company for about a good 8 years. I actually got fired. Yeah, I got fired, man, 6 months in. I was young-minded. I came out here from San Antonio, Texas, think I knew it all. No one could critique me, no one could tell me how to do a haircut. I thought everything that I put out on Instagram was it, and it really wasn't. I had some lines pushed back. I had some beards that I was chasing the line with. Some haircuts that didn't look that good, but in my eyes, I was the best, you know? So I definitely encourage you to just have an open mind. Like, there's someone out there that's probably gonna be better than you, but use that as motivation to get better, listen to them, accept constructive criticism, whether you don't like it or not. I didn't like it, so that's what got me fired. And I realized, like, dude, I can't work like this. Like, so I quickly found a barbershop and I worked there for a year, but I realized the grass wasn't greener on the other side. I thought every barbershop, every atmosphere was the same, and in case it wasn't. Like, I worked for someone that I didn't really care for, the atmosphere and the culture that I really didn't care for, because Headlines, like when they opened the doors to me, they opened with open arms. Like, I learned so much there, business, fading, you know, all that stuff. The way that they work is, it's not just barbers in the shop. They hang out outside the shop, barbecues, you know, they get together for holidays and birthdays and stuff like that. So, yeah. So this is my system. This is a system that has worked for me since barber college. So why fix it if it ain't broken, right? Open, middle, close. Super easy. Open, middle, close. With this guideline, I'm gonna go about 1/2 of an inch. And you're gonna see the line. This is me fading up If I was fading down, you wouldn't see a line. Go about 1/2 of an inch. Now before going to the next panel, I like to just knock that area out. So again, what I'm gonna go from is open, and I'm gonna go right to that middle. So, middle. Now I'm gonna work my way down.
So you saying now?
Now I'm blending back down, yep. So open, middle, close. And I'm kind of like going up to where it's dark a little bit, but I'm not gonna put myself a hard line because it's in the middle, it's not the half. Good is if you have a clipper that you can hear the hair crunch. The reason why I always like to start with the lever open too is if it doesn't cut, then you can work your way down. Basically like trial and error. You can't put hair back on, you can take it off, right? Now I'm going back and doing some detail work, and it's something that just, over time, it'll start adapting to your system where if I see something, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it right now. Sometimes it can be overwhelming where you're like, damn, it's not coming out. Move on to the next step, come back. Now you're worried about time now, right?
Sometimes I feel like I'm staring at it so long, it just doesn't seem to ever go away.
Yeah, right. So,
Because I've just been looking at it for too long. It's like when you take a selfie or something, you just be staring at it, the worse it gets.
now we finished the class, man, here at Paul Mitchell, Tampa, Citrus Park Mall. Thank you for the opportunity. It was a dope experience. Hope that the students had a good class and learned something from it. I kind of just shared my story, shared my techniques and skills, and hopefully they can put it into their system and provide the same type of service to their clients. Thank you again, Paul Mitchell of Tampa. We definitely gonna keep coming back here and helping out the next generation. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and as always, Team Gifted, stay gifted.